Good morning. I couldn't help but notice you standing here, and I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions. Okay, the Vice President Ho recently asked NASA if they could classify trees by race to save minority trees. And I noticed that you're a very large white tree. And I just wondered if you had an opinion on your racism and your white supremacy and hatred towards other trees. I mean, look at the guy you're standing next to, or a girl. I'm not sure. They haven't declared. But this tree obviously is malnourished, whereas it appears that you eat quite regularly. I noticed you have a lot of friends laying around. I'm not sure if you're all standing here trying to intimidate this little person tree. So, do you believe the Vice President has anything on this trees being racist? And was she inferring that as racist human beings, being just white people being racist, that we disproportionately cut down trees of darker shades of color to only leave trees like yourself? These are questions that inquiring minds would like to know. You don't appear ready to answer any questions at this time. I am going to go find a minority tree or two and see what their opinion is. Well, good morning, Patriots. JT Serenity Farms prepping here, getting ready to hit the road. That was ridiculous. I don't understand why that tree wouldn't answer my questions. Leads one to believe they've something to hide. But that is the insanity, the blatant racism that we see from the Democrat Party every day. And what did she do yesterday that also was racist?
Mais, tu sais, moi, je pense que c'est pas toutes les femmes qui se font accuser.
That's right. She goes over to France and talks to girly man Macron, and the plan, with a capital P, the plan. How is that not racist? I remember when Hillary and traitor Barry Hussein Obama Sotero both pandered to black people. I ain't got no... Remember Hillary doing that? What are we going to do about this? Okay. Right now, I am in search of racist bridges. Oh, here's one. Sir, can I ask you a question? I must have been going too fast or speaking the wrong language. But yeah, Pete Buttplug has said that bridges and we call it an overpass up here are racist because long before he was even alive, There was another racist who started a theory that down in Long Island, see, I can speak in tongue like these idiots. Down in Long Island, on the Parkway, with emphasis on park, there were... I apologize there. My phone rang. I'm trying to get an emergency dental appointment so that I can get in and get that done before everything collapses completely. It's been over a year and a half because I had refused to go there to wear a mask, and they weren't doing anything hardly in the office. So they just called with a cancellation. I had to do some screening questions, 3 of them, and now I'm in on Monday. So I'll get that taken care of, and that's something everyone else should also be doing, is getting anything done that they've been putting off. Bite the bullet and get it done, because it's very likely we'll never get to do them again in the very near future. So, we were talking about Petey Butt Plug and a very old story that bridges and overpasses in Long Island on the Parkway, north and southbound, were designed intentionally short so that buses carrying minority residents couldn't go use the beaches, aka Whitey wanted to keep the beaches white. Okay, that story has been debunked numerous times over the years. There's no validity to it, but he brings it up because he's a Democrat, socialist. Does anyone actually think minorities were the only people riding the buses going to the park on the Parkway? Okay, I guess what I really want to talk about is, why do Democrats always cry racism? And now the added white supremacy, nationalist, all that stuff in reference to the real president and us white folk. Well, in the past, they've always used it because, quite simply, it worked. They cried racism, and whoever they were talking to shut right up. I don't think that's working so much anymore. I mean, we hear idiots like Camaho and Pedo Joe and Petey Butt Plug and every other tyrant in this regime spew racism all the time. We hear the fake news Democrats all the time. They spew it and spew it. But I just don't think people are listening, especially minorities, who now fully realize how much they've been used by the Democrats for about 200 years. I think people are waking up. The Democrats keep spewing it because they keep hoping it'll work, but I just don't think it's making it anymore. I have a lot of minority friends that they're not conservative, but they're not libtards either. And they don't believe it. I don't know that that's influenced the way that they vote. All they say is no, they don't believe it, and it doesn't sound good. Well, that's not enough. You know, when they lie about that and they're using it to get anything they want, that's enough. So, I'm going to let you go for now. I'm going to spend some time searching for more racist trees and bridges, and I'll keep you posted if I find one and they're brave enough to give me an interview. So, like, share, subscribe. comment, notification bell. But for now, JT, signing off.